Well, while on patrol in Iraq, I was headed from west to east near the city of Ramadi on a main surface road. And it was about 9:30 in the morning, and 28th of February 2005. Roadside bomb was detonated on my left side. I was driving that day. My hand was severed it was still on the steering wheel. I mean, it looked like Terminator. It sounds like Terminator, like just it really looks futuristic. This has just provided more than just, it's got the 5 digits. It moves more naturally than the Myoelectric. The Myoelectric I can open and close, but if I were to hold a briefcase or something, it wouldn't really hold it really firm in my grip. So this, I could put it right in here, and it really forms around the object. And if I'm holding a baseball or something, and it just really grabs the ball. It really just moves more naturally. You can hold objects that are awkward because the fingers will move to position to how the shape is.
I was born without the lower left arm, just congenital amputee. I got a prosthesis when I was 6 months old through the Shriners Hospital, and have worn a prosthesis ever since. Yeah, it's really kind of fun because I've never had a hand that I can actually see it do different shapes. And so I can actually hold this finger and it not move, and the other ones do different shapes. And yeah, it's just fun to see, I can do a pointer finger. Like, just things that I wasn't able to do with the Myo that was just, literally with the Myo, all you do is open and close. And with this one, there's just so many possibilities. It really does feel like it has all the possibilities that my regular hand has. So my expectation was, okay, I'm going to get this arm, and it's going to be able to do cool things, but it's going to be real heavy, and it's going to be bulky, and it may be able to do these things, but it's going to take a lot of work. And what's been cool about it is it's real easy. It's no different as far as like the muscle structure, having to be able to open and close with just the 2 muscles. That's exactly the same as it's always been for me using a Myo. But it's amazing just using an open and close. It has the ability to do, so many more things that you can't do with just a Myo. And all I'm doing is using the same 2 muscles, and it's real easy. So that's real fun, and it's light. So my whole life has been the same, just pinch. All it can do is just pinch. And so now it's just real neat that people are focusing more on hands, and I think it is important because how does anyone function without their hands? I've been wanting that my whole life, wondering would we ever have a hand that actually, a prosthetic hand that actually works like a normal hand? Is that even possible? And I've been through years of it where they were saying maybe one day, but it's not happening yet. And so it's cool that it's happening now.
All right.
Traditionally, patients have had a very limited choice of device if they've lost their hand, and they are demanding more and more as technology's got better. We've managed to take technology from other fields, bring it together, and produce the world's first truly bionic hand. There are so many patients around the world of different types who require a bionic hand. There are patients that are born with an absence. There are those that have trauma or disease. And of course, there's the military who are sustaining more and more injuries in the Middle East. For most patients, when they have an amputation, the brain still thinks the hand is there, so they can move the hand even though it doesn't exist, and the muscles that would normally move the hand still behave in the same way as if the hand was there. So if you make a big muscle contraction, then the muscles actually do that even though the hand's not there, and that's the signal we detect, is that muscle contracting in the arm. We found that there are 2 patient groups for the hand. There are those that want their hand to look as natural as possible, and for those that we have to produce a cover, if you like, a skin for the hand, which is as realistic as possible. And that's actually been a significant challenge for us that's taken us a while to overcome. And there's a second group of patients who do like the hand to look as you term it as a Terminator hand. And for those patients, we have a different skin which accentuates the robotic nature of the hand.
Existing electric hands are just like this. The thumb and the fingers come in together in one plane and you only get that pincer grip. Now we can mimic that with this hand, but we can also put it into different positions. So if I can operate it here, that's the hand in a position that you would use as a human to do what we call the power grip, so that would be for holding objects quite firmly. And you can't do that with existing electric hands. We can put this into what we would call the key grip, which is where, as you'd imagine, you turn a key in a lock. Again, existing electric hands can't do that. And then we can put it into the pincer grip, where the thumb and the fingers meet together in a precision grasp to give us a 3-point grip. This is the key part of the iLim hand system. It's the basic module, which is the powered digit. We call it ProDigits. It works very simply with a powered motor in here, which winds round a locking mechanism called a wheel. And in the process of doing so, it creates this bending or articulation like an actual finger. You can use these to make a full hand, which is what the iLim hand is, or in the case of patients where there has been an industrial injury or perhaps a congenital absence where they've been born without a hand, is that a partial hand is very difficult to replace the lost function with it. You can't do it with existing technology because, of course, they're meant for full hand absence. But with ProDigits, we can fit these as individual powered digits and restore some of the grasping function that people have lost as a result of an industrial accident.
This hand does give a higher level of functionality, allowing the patient to grasp many objects in a more natural way. I think the other big advantage is the look of the hand. Patients will feel much more confident because they have a hand that operates more like the human hand. The fingers on the touch hand will adapt to the type of object that you're trying to grasp. And I can demonstrate this very easily by using this ball. And here, if we see, we'll place that in the hand, and as we close the hand, you can clearly see the fingers will adapt to the shape of the object.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So we're pretty good there. Well, I'm gonna have to anyway. Okay, go ahead and close. Okay. You're getting closer. So each finger, you can see there's a motor inside of there. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And because of that, what happens is the computer.